When creating new documents that require more specific properties, you may find that it's worth creating a new document profile. While creating a new document, Illustrator provides you with some common profiles to choose from. However, it's also possible to create your own. There are many properties that can be defined in a new document profile, including swatches, brushes, symbols, styles, graphic styles, and many more options. Let's take a look at how this works. I'm going to go to the File menu, and I'm going to choose New from the drop-down list. And you'll notice that in the Profile drop-down menu, Illustrator provides you with about 5 common profiles that you may want to use. So for example, if I choose Video and Film and click OK, you can see that Illustrator provides me with some common guides, some center marks, a center mark in the middle, and a grid-based background. Now, I'm going to close that, and you'll notice when I go to File, New, and I change that profile to, say, Print, and click OK, that I get a totally different appearance. The size of the document changes, and the swatches are different for this particular profile as well. So we're going to go ahead and create our own custom profile. So to do this, we're going to start by creating a new document. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to change my units to inches so that that gets retained in the profile. I think I'd like to create a number 10 envelope because that's a common thing that I need to create, and each time I create it I have to remember what size it is and so on and so forth. So we're going to set the width to 9.5, the height to 4.125 or 4 1/8, and we'll set the color mode to CMYK. That's fine. Let's go ahead and reduce our raster effects to 150 because we really don't do a whole lot of effects when we're creating envelope content. And we'll go ahead and click OK. Now we can see that we have a document to the proper size. But if we open up our swatches panel, we've got a lot more swatches than I really need for this particular document. So I'm going to go ahead and come in here. I'm going to click on the red swatch here, then shift click on the orange one, and I'm going to trash those swatches. Let's also trash these swatches from here to here. I'm just using the shift key to select the range. And let's say that those are the swatches that we want to use. You can certainly also create your own custom swatches and add those in here as well. But we're going to start with that, and then I'm going to go to the File menu, and I'm going to choose Save As. And I'm just going to put this on my desktop, and I'm going to call this Print Envelope. And we'll go ahead and click Save. Now, I'm going to close that document. I'm just going to navigate to my Finder because in order for this to show up, I need to put that document in a specific location. So I'm currently on the Mac platform, and I'm going to show you that the current path to the folder that you want to use is in your Users folder, in Library Application Support, Adobe, Illustrator 17, whatever language you're using, and the New Document Profiles folder. On the Windows platform, you're going to go into your user folder in the Application Data, Adobe, Adobe Illustrator 17 settings, and then whatever language you're using, and the New Document Profiles folder. You can also do a search for this New Document Profiles folder on your computer and locate it that way. Now I'm just going to show my desktop here, and I'm going to move this print envelope file into the New Document Profiles folder. And you'll notice that in this New Document Profiles folder, you'll recognize many of these options that are listed in there as the ones that we saw when we were creating our documents. Now I'm going to return to Illustrator, and I'm going to go to the File menu and choose New. And you'll notice that in the Profile drop-down menu, we now have a new option called Print Envelope. So if we choose that, and then we go ahead and click OK, you can see it's going to create our document to the proper size. If we go into our Swatches folder, we have only the swatches that we want to use. And you can also tell that if you go to Effects, Document Raster Effects Settings, that our resolution has been retained at 150 pixels per inch. I'm just going to cancel out of that. So as you can see, the key is to knowing where to store the files for new document profiles. Once you know this, you can customize as many document profiles as you wish to streamline the creation of documents for your own projects.